Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Big Play Slate here. Coming back with another live stream. And today we got a special guest on for this one. You've seen him around a couple times, always challenging people in the community.
Just a couple times.
Yeah, but my guy East Coast Gridiron, I'm a part of them now, so that's where you're gonna be finding me too. So subscribe to that channel. But where can they find you, my guy? And what's good?
Where can they find us is the real question. East Coast Gridiron Podcast on YouTube, EC Gridiron on Twitter, ECG _podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And then if you go to Facebook, we're over there too. East Coast Gridiron Podcast. But yeah. It's not just me, man. I know a lot of people call me ECG, but it's all of us, dog. Everybody, you can call me D-Cell. That's what we'll do. Call me D-Cell.
No, I just call you D-Cellular, bro.
D-Cellular.
Yeah. By the way, I got a Syracuse Mets hat right here. I don't think y'all can see it, but this is a Syracuse Mets hat. This is not an actual Mets hat. By the way, so this is. Bro, I keep getting told by other people that this is a Mets hat, bro. It's not a Mets hat. Oh my god. But what's good, everyone? What's good, Vic? Another member of the ECG family. What's good, Dante? Another one too. Yep. Logan, soon to be, I hope. But what's good, everyone? Appreciate the 6 watching, but let's just start off right here. Because you're a Jaguars fan, I'm gonna ask you these first questions. Because it's right to kick it off from there.
Mm-hmm.
But my first question to you is, we got T-Law up in here, one of the longest necks in the NFL. I want
longest necks. Damn, I think Davis Mills takes the trophy for that,
bro. Yeah, him and Mills and Mike Glennon got some long necks, bro. But how are we feeling about him this year? Just going into the season, can he improve?
As you know, man, like it's just the fact that I wasn't a big fan of him, so take this with a grain of salt. But if I'm looking towards the bright side, I mean, he was close to having a 60% completion percentage, 3,600 yards. I believe it was 12 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. I remember 17 interceptions. So, I mean, with that being said, you bring all the I may have to put that on a t-shirt. That's not my thing. With that being said, yo, I'm gonna just have to brand that. But can he improve this year? He better. I mean, there's no question he has to. Not only do you have Doug Peterson, who is a former quarterback, you bring him in as your head coach. They brought Christian Kirk. They brought your boy over from Zay Jones from the Raiders. You got Evan Ingram there. You got Laviska Shenault, who I don't know if anybody follows, Jaguars Twitter, man. Like, there's been a bunch of videos of them working out together and Christian Kirk. So that's been pretty cool to see. And with all the weapons that they've added on the defense, especially on their front seven. But with that being said, man, with Trevor Lawrence himself, can he improve? I believe he can. I think all Jaguars fans are hopeful of that happening. I think some Jaguars fans are way more hopeful of him than I am, just because I haven't been a big fan of his. But I think this year, if you don't start to see an upside to him, and I like to evaluate quarterbacks in 3 years. If you don't see any upside to this kid in 3 years, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a really sweaty and nasty situation on your hands with him, because you brought in everything. And I know a lot of people will say that we overpay for Christian Kirk, but look, man, Jacksonville is not a place that anybody wants to play. Allen Robinson said it himself when he was in Penn State. I don't want to go to Jacksonville. I'd rather go to any other team in the NFL. I don't want to go to Jacksonville. So when he got traded from there, it was just so fitting that he went to another garbage organization right now in the Bears. But you're going to start to see his time starting to shine there. But bringing somebody like Christian Kirk in, you got to pay him the money. It is what it is. These players are going to be overpaid, because that is the one thing that you're going to be able to spend players that come to Jacksonville in free agency or in trades, is the contract that they're going to be getting. So with Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, we're bringing back, man, why is his name escaping me right now? Number 39. His name is right on the tip of my tongue, man. Jamal Agnew. Yep. Jamal Agnew had a pretty big year last year. I know a lot of people talk about Deebo Samuel, but just go look at some highlights of Jamal Agnew and see what he did, not only in the special teams game, but as a wide receiver. So I think he's being severely underslept on. And then you got, Travis Etienne, who's his partner in crime. They brought him there to keep that chemistry going, but the injury, did that really set him back? I have no idea if it did or not yet. But yeah, man, is he going to improve? Does he improve this year? I hope so. I think he does. But if he doesn't, he's going to be in the same world that Baker Mayfield was in. You're going to be seeing him get traded around 1,000 different times. I see what you're saying, MV Vibe, but how can somebody have a breakout year when they've never played? They never touched the field yet. So I don't necessarily think that that's a breakout.
I don't know about this one right here. He said Garrett Wilson 1, Treylon Burks 2. Oh my God, 3 London. You got Watson in your top 5. Damn. I don't know about that list, man. Where's Chris Olave?
Why do you put Garrett Wilson and Treylon Burks in front of Drake London? Give me an argument to that.
I don't get that, bro. I don't know about that, man.
I need you to prove to me why they're better than Drake London.
Yeah,
I can give you plenty of games that Drake London was amazing in over those two. Knighton said he's got a question about Laviska Shenault.
Oh yeah, Knighting. Yeah. Well, he says thoughts on Laviska Shenault.
I love Laviska Shenault, man. I mean, go watch the tape. When they played together, like, I believe it was, which team was it? I think it was against Atlanta. Go watch the tape of Atlanta, him and Laviska Shenault. Laviska Shenault didn't really put up like huge numbers in that game, but the thing is how many times he saved Trevor Lawrence from causing an interception for the team. It was something insane. Just to watch him maneuver around the field and make amazing catches. I know he's had some drop problems here and there, but that's just kind of how I feel. London will have most volume, but doesn't really matter when your quarterback is some ass cheek similar to McLaurin. But what did McLaurin do with bad quarterbacks, bro?
Hey, what's good, normal guy? Yeah, I don't understand.
Drake London had Jackson Dart and Kevon Slovis,
and he still did good.
Yeah,
and a good conference.
That's not a good argument. Just because your quarterback is ass cheeks, that's come on, bro.
And he was consistently good. I don't think he had any bad games last year.
He played 8 games last year and was the best wide receiver on the field in the country.
Yeah. He was honestly the best receiver in the country besides Smith Najaba, to be honest. And then is there a website where you can see film for college and that? All 22, I think. Probably.
Ninus, hit me up on Twitter. I got a couple websites that you can go to.
McLaurin put up some good numbers, but not numbers compared to DK and AJ. What? I don't get.
AJ Brown had Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
Ryan Tannehill is a very good quarterback. Like I said, during the time, if you go compare the numbers to him and Patrick Mahomes, Ryan Tannehill's numbers were on par with Patrick Mahomes outside of some yardage games that he had and touchdowns. That's pretty much it.
no,
So keep
I
keep
I don't
keep
know
telling me
about
Ryan Tannehill is bad. And DK Metcalf, come on, sir. He had Russell Wilson.
Tannehill's going to regress this year, though. I'm sorry.
I absolutely agree with you. I think Tannehill regresses this year too.
It's not that like, and I see what you mean, but let's be honest though, like they didn't throw it as much as the Chiefs did. Dog. They have him game managing, and Mahomes takes way more risks than Tannehill, so his stats are gonna look almost comparable. But if you watch the tape, Mahomes throws way more than him, bro. Like I don't, and then it's like when you compare efficiency, Derrick Henry is gonna get the ball more, so it's going to make Tannehill's stats look good. So that's the only reasoning I got for that to get to your argument.
Mac Jones is better than Tannehill. Did you watch the playoff game with Ryan Tannehill?
I don't know
With
about
with with that, Ryan Tannehill did not have. Well, Mac Jones had two good running backs all last year, and arguably a better coach.
that. Yeah.
They were the number one seed in the AFC last year without Derrick Henry half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro.
Hey, what's good, Raphael? Hey, what up, Chainsaw? Greatest kid. But hey, I got another question for you though, because this was my former head coach, from my team, Doug Peterson. How do you feel about him? Just getting him now. How do you feel about hiring Doug Peterson?
I don't
So
think there. When I really had to think about it, there really I was on a whim saying that I would love to get Gary Patterson, who was the former head coach of TCU, just because of the way that he brought TCU from like the mud and made them a relevant team, and the way that TCU just got rid of him. I really wanted to see Gary Patterson come to the NFL and make a run. Outside of that, um, I I think it was the right move to go with Doug Peterson, to somebody that already had a winning culture, to somebody that's had a quarterback controversy, to have somebody that's dealt with the front office issues. Like it was all positives, and he still won a Super Bowl. Um, so this is the best signing that the Jaguars have had, man, since Doug Marrone. I mean, I like Doug Marrone too, and I like Jack Del
he's
Rio
a good
before
leader.
him.
Yeah, he's a good leader.
I like Jack Del Rio before him too. I think those guys' time was cut short, but yeah, this is the best signing that we've had as far as like. But Doug Marrone came from college too, and he came from a sucky organization with the Giants at the time. Came down to Jacksonville. You know, they didn't necessarily stink it up because they went to an AFC Championship game, and then he was out of there with everything that happened with Tom Coughlin. And I don't know if you've heard the stories about Tom Coughlin coming into
Yeah.
Jacksonville and just completely just pissing everybody off where they wanted to leave. Um, but
Mhm.
yeah, man, I think this has been the best signing that we've had in a very, very long time that can handle a lot of different things.
What's up, BLSG? What up, AK? How you doing, man? And then it's like, can't wait until we fire Jack the Rio. Trash that's predictive last DC. I mean, come on, bro. You can't even really say that. It's like you ain't even had the talent on defense last year.
Hold
You
up, is
it
it
all
Jack Del Rio's fault? Because
yeah.
Jack Del Rio's had success as a DC everywhere he went. It's more so
Mhm.
of that whack ass coach that you have, and Ron Rivera. Like
I
he's
agree.
not that good. I think he's coached for like 12 years. He's only had 4 winning seasons. You understand that, right? Even though he went to a Super Bowl. That's pretty bad.
Hmm.
People like Ron Rivera because he's a nice guy, but being a nice guy doesn't win you football games. Like straight up,
Yeah.
most overrated coach out there in the NFL right now.
And then it's like with what's it called? What was I gonna say? When you had Doug Marrone, you actually had some solid years. Like he was the head coach that like led you to the AFC Championship game, and you lost to, of course, the Patriots because Tom Brady just knows how to dissect defenses, whether you're like the number one defense and you're called Saxonville or not. But I remember that one game with you in Buffalo, Tyrod Taylor. Y'all shut him down. It was like 9-3, 10-3, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that game vividly, actually. And then y'all went into Pittsburgh and beat Pittsburgh. And that was crazy, man. That shocked me. I didn't
Yep.
think y'all was gonna do it again.
I I never think that we're gonna do anything. So you
hmm
know,
I'm confident ruling that team. I agree with you on that. Jack Del Rio runs cover three literally all game with a man corner like William Jackson and Landon Collins playing deep. He just refuses to adapt. I mean, I don't know about that, man. And it's like there's times where your offense was out there so much last year. And then it's like the only games that you really were good were games where like those games that you're just supposed to beat teams down on. And then it's like when I noticed the game that you played against us, our defense plays so like predictable. And then it's like our defense for Coach Gannon, we play so like back, and it helped Taylor Heineke just get the ball like down the field, get in the middle of the field, get those little yards. And I feel like you can't just put everything on Jack.
wait though. That's incorrect.
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
What?
Literally all game with a man corner like William Jackson and Landon Collins playing deep. Landon Collins did not play deep for you guys last year. If I remember right, watching some games, he was actually up front on the front seven. And the reason why, and I've read about this too, is because
Mhm.
Landon Collins did not like his role and he was in the wrong scheme and they did not know where to put him. He actually came up and played like a sub linebacker in some packages like most of the
Money
year.
back type, yeah.
Yeah, like Cameron Curl is that guy, and that's the reason why they forced him out. Like, are we watching? Are we watching the same team, bro?
Yeah,
Um,
I don't. Yeah, Colin is coverage liability. He's just not good in the back end of the field.
yeah,
But shout out to the nine. Appreciate you, coach. And then there is a question right here. I like this. Because you also have another guy from our staff a couple years ago, Press
Press
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's ass. I'm sorry. I have to tell you that. Like, he's just not good. But he says, how comfortable are you with the Jaguars offensive coaching staff? And do you think they will be able to develop Lawrence?
Um, you know, it's a new start, and Doug wouldn't have brought him in if he was not ready. Yeah, if he didn't think he was ready to come down and help him win. I mean, say what you want. These two took teams to a championship and they won. I don't have a question on the successes that are going to happen. I mean, I'm more hopeful of this coaching staff than I was previous years with everybody that we had. And outside of the offensive weapons, I do want to call out like Mike Caldwell as our defensive coordinator. He was a linebackers coach for Tampa Bay when they went on that Super Bowl run. I mean, um, Levante David was a second team All Pro. Devin White was a second team All Pro, and he earned some Pro Bowl honors and stuff like that. So the guy is proven that
Dave Caldwell, you said? The
Mike
Lion Caldwell?
Mike Mike
Oh,
Caldwell.
Mike Caldwell. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, he's got 14 years of coaching experience. Like, that defense, if anything, is going to be held down from, and then it makes sense why they bolstered that front seven. Of course you're bringing a couple guys into his wheelhouse, but as far as the offensive side, man, I just hope that they rally those guys together again, just like just like the Eagles. We brought a bunch of new guys in, and we just expect these guys to meld together like that, like in the same year, and I don't think that's going to happen. But if anything, you bring people that you're familiar with instead of people that you're not familiar with for the first go around, and if you feel like that doesn't work, um, you get rid of them and you try again. So, I mean, this is Press Taylor's 10th season in the NFL, won a Super Bowl, coach Carson Wentz. He
But he
became
was a
one of
little too friendly to Wentz, in my opinion. The real guy that actually helped Wentz was Dave DiFilippo.
you sure? I mean,
Yes, absolutely. I'm very sure about that. He was the only guy that besides Reich that actually like really helped Wentz out. Like, and mentored him, man. He was on his butt
I
every
think
single
what
day.
I saw something about Press Taylor was like he coached Carson Wentz to 3. He was like Carson Wentz was like one of like 5 or 6 quarterbacks in NFL history to throw for like 20 plus touchdowns and 10 or fewer like interceptions, and it was like on the list of like Tom Brady and Drew Brees and Peyton Manning and
Oh
Aaron
yeah, I know what you're
Rodgers.
talking about. But that wasn't all him though. That wasn't.
I mean, it's not all him, but he has something to do with it, right?
I
I mean, he's
mean,
got to call
he was a
he's got
little
to
too
create the
friendly to him, in
scheme.
my opinion. He was a little way too friendly to him, in my opinion. The way you're supposed to coach up a player and the way you're supposed to act towards them isn't just to be friendly with them. It's actually tell them like what's actually going on. And Press Taylor just didn't know what he was saying. He can't handle a media. Like when he was with us, he barely could handle the Philadelphia media. And I know a lot of guys can't, but he just didn't know what to say. And then it's like when it came down to it, Peterson was the guy that was really helping us, not Taylor. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, his brother just went to the Super Bowl. Maybe Taylor's a better offensive coordinator. I don't know. But vibe, what did he say here? He said Jack Del Rio against a good quarterback, offensive coordinator, or offensive coach, and the secondary gets exposed. It's not the talent on the roster. We have good corners and safeties, but the scheme makes me want to kill myself. Damn.
So I'm guessing you're saying all the years that he was at Jacksonville just sucked,
We
or
need to sign Anthony Barr. Does he fit your scheme though? Anthony Barr. Can't believe he's still a free agent. Press Taylor hasn't done much than benefit off of what his brother has done. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I don't know a whole hell of a lot about Press Taylor. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just know his successes and what him and Doug, and I know he's related to Doug Peterson, and they made, they absolutely made Carson Wentz look like a gem his first year. So, I got to go off that.
His rookie season, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't Taylor or Peterson. It
You
was Reich.
sure?
It was definitely Reich.
Oh yeah. It was Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he? Not his rookie year.
His second year.
Yeah, his second year. Yeah.
Reich taught him how to like calm down in situations. And let's be honest though, that was another down year for quarterbacks. What quarterbacks were really great that year besides Brady, Wentz, and Deshaun? Deshaun got hurt after like 7 games, and he was amazing that year before he got hurt. But the thing with that is, though, it was so many down like quarterbacks in terms of stats and how they played. And Blake Bortles went to the AFC Championship game not because he's good. It's just that his defense was good that year. And Leonard Fournette was doing work that year for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my thing with that is though, it's like that year that we went to the Super Bowl before Wentz got hurt, it was a down year for quarterbacks. He played good. He should have won MVP if he stayed healthy. But when it comes down to it, it's just that Frank Reich helped him a lot. I don't know what happened last year. He played decent. It's just that he had a lot of missed interceptions, in my opinion. A lot of people should have took an interception from him, but Press Taylor was the QB coach for Carson's worst season. Yeah, that's true. But let me ask you another question. Where is it? This is the last Jags question I have for you, and then we're just going to be talking about the rest of the NFL. What is your record prediction for Jacksonville this year?
We haven't got to it, so this is not official until we get to it. I think we're talking about this. Actually, I think Vic is going to be talking about the South while I'm on vacation, not next week, but the week after.
Mm-hmm.
I've been back and forth with this one a lot. I say a 9-win season is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
For Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
An 8-win season is more than what we hope for. But I think we're going to land probably around like 7 wins this year, and that's not going to be bad. That's kind of where I have like that 6 and 7. Yeah, I agree with Vic. Like either 6 or 7 wins.
Could be at like 5 to 6 or 7. I could see that.
I don't see us losing or winning 5 games, but I see us winning around 6 to 7 wins, and that will get Jacksonville's fan base buzzing again because we'll see an improvement. Like I said,
Shoot,
if
if you
we win 9 games, it's gonna be like a Super Bowl win for us. If we win
yeah,
8 games, that's the roster expectation. If we win 6 to 7 games, that's what the expectation is with everybody that we brought in.
yeah, solid pieces. My opinion, I don't know, man. Marvin Jones is a little overrated to me, but you got LaVisca. I like that. James Robinson needs to be more utilized in that offense, bro. It's the
He's
only thing.
had he's had
Yeah,
one good year though. Like I
yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, if James Robinson, I mean, how many running let's put it like this. Everybody in the chat, to you, to anybody else that might listen to this later. How many times have we seen running backs have 1 or 2 amazing years and they fizzle out?
Hmm.
Alfred Morris, running backs like that, like sometimes that stuff doesn't last forever. So I'm not going to sit here and say that James Robinson is elite or really good. Your brain either works 1 or 2 ways, and I mentioned this before. You either like, and this we were talking about this with the Debo Samuel thing. You either like, what have you done for me lately, or you either like, I need consistency to put you in the criteria.
Yeah.
Oh, Olivia, yeah, that's a perfect one. Saquon Barkley had one crazy season, and everybody's like, "Oh, this kid is elite." No, let's
But
stop throwing that around, man.
the difference is Robinson isn't like he's not
Robinson did get
injury
chokehold.
prone. Yeah, he's not injury prone, and the only reason he wouldn't like he
He's
wasn't
not
good.
injury prone, bro. He was
Was,
hurt last year.
I mean, that's not injury prone. That's one injury.
Yeah, but he was out like most of the season.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But what I'm trying to say is, if you utilize him the right way, which Urban Meyer doesn't know how to do that, then you expect a good season again from him.
Um, I, Envy. I think the thing with Robinson, yeah, his vision is good, but he's slow in open field, and I think that's why they brought Travis Etienne in. Like James Robinson's not going to burn you when he gets open, but he's a tough, nice, bruised runner up the middle. Like, oh, he's got an old school style, which sometimes that shit doesn't work. But with the Travis Etienne situation, what you have there for him is you need a great offensive line. Because I don't know if you watched him at Clemson, he had a great offensive line there that was just open sesame on everybody in the ACC. And as soon he played somebody that had a good front seven, they shut him down. But on the
Mhm.
other side of that, Etienne is really good in open field. So you kind of have, um, you kind of have that going for you. Like I think James Robinson is like Josh Jacobs. You give him a lot of volume, um, and he'll do well. But you're not
Absolutely.
you're not gonna you're not gonna see it for the first 10 runs. You'll see it for the later half. You know what I'm saying? You'll see it on like run 15 and things like that with him. I don't think you necessarily see that right away. Like he averaged like 4.5 yards a carry the first year. He only had 7 touchdowns. His longest run was 47. He does a lot of stuff in our passing game, but you know, the dude's averaging around like 15 carries a game. And the carries that he has that are, 15 carries and less, he doesn't get 100 yards. Like 12 carries, he's at 67, 1878. But when he was in the 20s, 22 carries, 128 yards, 23, 109, 25, 99, 22, 119. And he had one time where he went over 15 carries and got 102 yards. Like, we're going to need more production from him when it comes to that, not just fizzle out because, you're not getting enough carries. Like this whole NFL of like, you're not doing you're only going to get about 15 carries a game, and then they're going to give it to your second running back. That's just how it is.
Oh yeah, Ninings made a really good point. The year that Wentz should have won the MVP.
Yeah, I guess you know, Thanos slapped him out of existence just now, bro. So this is my show now. It's my show now until he gets back. me read some of these comments, bro. What we got going on? Trevor Lawrence has capable wide receivers, had a decent line, questionable tight end, and unhealthy running back group. It's tough to figure out how he'll do. Facts. I like Robinson. I like Robinson. He has had a bad team. I'm trying to read between all the typos because I know you're probably voice texting. Been a shining star for the past 2 seasons. For 1 season, yeah. Let's talk about the Browns manager to fuck up their future up so bad for a player that won't even play for them. I feel like James Robinson, he has been on a bad team for 2 years and has been the shining star before injury. Yeah. Like I said, he's had 1 season of production. And to be honest, bro, Todd Gurley was he was different. He was just different, man. I like Robinson as thunder to Etienne's lightning. Matthew, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. Hey, man, if y'all want one of these posters back here or any poster from your favorite team, please go visit the website, the ECG sponsor, afloatposters.com. You buy enough posters, they'll give you like a certain percentage off. I forget what the special is right now. And any HBCU fans out there, go to their website, go to hbcuposters.com. They got posters for that too. Everyone, hide your mom. Zach Wilson is still out there. Zach Wilson look like he's supposed to be on the Disney Channel. Todd Gurley was a kind of like Frank Gore, but injuries overcame him. I remember me and my dad when I got out of high school. Me and my dad went to go see him play, and I forget that school's name. We went to go see him play, and he was just different, bro. Yo, check this out though. Any Star Wars fans out there, dog? Get you one of these bad boys. I'm a big Obi-Wan Kenobi fan, dog. Straight up. I'm a nerd, dog. So check this out. This thing is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I even got the Kylo Ren joint. Hold up. I got the Empress Palpatine joint on here. Check it out. All right. But if you turn it the other way, dog. So if you turn it this way, check this out. It goes real slow, bro. Yo, that's dope. Hold up. Yo, this thing's like $600, bro. Oh, damn nerd. I got the Count Dooku joint. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I got the Obi-Wan Kenobi one. Got the Darth Vader. Oh, this was cool right here too, dog. All right, check this out. Hold on. Let's see if I can turn off this light. I gotta show y'all this,
bro. This man here, bro. Oh my God.
I'm trying to keep the show going, dog. Hold up. Check it out. So this is the one from Lord of the Rings, dog. It's like a flame instead of a lightsaber. So you see how it's like flickering? Hold on. Let's see if I can show you. You can see it in the poster. It looks like a flame. But if you turn it, you see how the flame goes up, dog? Like an actual flame, dog. Fuck with me. Bro, we got all kinds of stuff in here. Hold up. I got more over there. I got my other joint right here, bro. Hold up. I'm about to hit y'all with this. Slay, I can't hear you, bro. You're on mute. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was gonna say I lost my train of thought. What did Nining say that was uncommon on earlier about the Wentz thing?
I don't know, bro, but I'm about to chop everybody's heads off, dog. Here's goes the Obi-Wan Kenobi one from episode 1. You know what I'm saying? Got this one. And I got this one, bro. Straight up. Now this one's not from Disney World, but this one is. This one is like a custom made joint, bro. This one's high quality right here. Check me out. Bro, I'm a nerd, dog. Straight up. All right. Back to the show, back to the football stuff. I had to entertain your whatchamacallit before y'all left. Or before you left out and you got snapped out of existence.
Green and only.
Oh, wait till you see the green on. Hold up, Slay. Hold up. I gotta get to the Luke Skywalker one. All right, here we go. Here goes the Luke Skywalker train. Look how bright this shit is, bro.
Oh yeah, Todd Gurley. Yeah. Hold
You know what I'm saying?
Here.
Look, you can even do the lockup, bro. Insane. I got you though.
Hold up. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh
I got
yeah,
the different fonts on there, bro, from like
now I remember.
Darth Maul and
Yeah, the
everything.
Todd Gurley thing. So this
Yeah,
was I was gonna say. The year that Wentz won MVP, it was a down year for quarterbacks, and the fact that Todd Gurley was top 3 in MVP voting is, I don't know, it's a little sad to me, like for quarterbacks specifically that year. But next topic before I cut out, my bad, y'all.
yeah, don't cut out.
Baker Mayfield got traded last week to the Panthers. And this defense was top 2 last year, or top 5, something like that. How do you feel about that?
Being traded to the Panthers, I said this a little bit on our podcast last week. Yeah, look at the quarterback depth here, and then we're gonna get into something real crazy. PJ Walker's on that roster still. Cam Newton's on the roster. Sam Darnold, Matt Corral, and now Baker Mayfield. You got 5 different quarterbacks on that roster. At least 2 of those boys, if not 3, are going to get released this season because some NFL teams only keep 2 to 3 quarterbacks on a roster at one time as far as the active roster goes. Now, here's the caveat to that. Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold were in the same draft, and they both got drafted in the first round. How many teams in history have had 2 former first round quarterbacks that were in the same draft on the same team? Mind blowing.
1?
Who?
Is it just 1? That?
Yep, I think it's just that.
It might be. Yeah, 2-1. He was the number 1 pick, and Darnold was the number 3 pick. The funny part about that is the Jets made a trade all the way up to 3. So they basically gave up their entire future for a guy that's not on their team no more.
Yep.
It's tragic, man.
It is tragic.
Absolutely tragic. Me personally, I love where Baker went to. Top 5 defense last year. DJ Moore's on that team. Robbie Anderson. I don't know how he feels about this trade. He said he was going to retire. I don't know what that whole deal is about, but
he said that he was kind of just joking. He was saying some things make him want to retire when it comes to the process of football, not necessarily that he didn't want to play anymore, more of the process.
Hey, Vic, I was trying to charge my laptop, bro. I was trying to charge my laptop, Vic. Go ahead.
And the thing with Robbie Anderson, when I don't know if you guys remember the interview when they were talking about the whole rumors with Baker Mayfield coming there in the first place, and he was like, "Oh hell no!" Nah. He said he came out and he was just defending this boy and Sam Darnold, which I think is a great teammate. Bro, him and Sam got history. He's already came out and said when he was with the Jets, him and Sam had a connection, bro. Outside of actually, you know what? You know who he had the best connection with? Because it won me my fantasy league when I had everybody hurt. It was Josh McCown and Robbie Anderson. They saved my fantasy league and they won me my fantasy league. And they had a connection like no other, bro. They were balling out.
You know what's kind of funny? The Jets actually own the Cowboys in terms of like the times they play. That's funny as hell to me, but we beat the Jets every year we play. Yeah, the Robbie Anderson, at least he has a good quarterback now, and not Sam Darnold. Me, I'm a big Baker guy. In my opinion, he could go to a starting team with the right team and gets you to the playoffs. He did it before, and you can't tell me otherwise that he can't do it.
On a lot of our list, Baker's like between like 28 and 32, which is still considered a starting quarterback in this league. And I still think that that was a really good move for him, to be completely honest, man. I'm not one that's going to hate and say that that wasn't a good move. It was absolutely a great move by the Panthers if they want somebody to come in and start right now for their team. And unfortunately, Matt Corral hasn't played a snap in the NFL, even though that's my boy. Sam Darnold's already proved what he is. We've seen flashes of Baker being good. PJ Walker, I mean, it just is what it is with PJ Walker. And then who else is there?
Cam
PJ.
Newton, you said?
Yeah, Cam Newton. His services have been fulfilled for the for the Panthers. Thank you. We can ship you out now. That's kind of how it
Yeah.
is right now.
I loved him at Auburn, bro. That's the only, that was the sole reason I became an Auburn fan, actually. Him and the fact that we had that play against Alabama, bro. I remember that game, bro. I was young as hell, just saying, "Let's go, Chris Davis." Yes, sir. I remember that day. That was one of my like best moments, like watching football. I also remember when McCown came in for us in the Seattle wild card game when Wentz came down. He was doing good actually before we lost to Seattle. He actually kept us solidly in that game. But
Cam Newton,
and
that's the
now
only quarterback that I've ever been wrong about. Ever.
Cam Newton.
I don't get players wrong a lot. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but when it comes to quarterbacks, I don't get. I can go and say this person's gonna be bad, that person's gonna be good, this person's gonna be bad, that person's gonna be good, and they've been very accurate over the years. The one that I've
Josh
been wrong
Allen.
about, huh?
Josh Allen.
It's documented. If you go back to our Go for Two podcast webpage, like Don will tell you, I've always been high on Josh Allen. I've always been high on the dude. Did I think that he was going to be as amazing as he is right now? But I thought he was going to be a serviceable quarterback where people are going to be like, oh shit, we got to pay attention to Josh Allen. So I've always been high on him too. Cam Newton is the only one that punched me in my goddamn
What you
mouth when
think
he got to
about
the
Cam
league.
Newton that you didn't like about him?
You know, that's a good question. I can't think back that far on why I didn't like him. I think it was more so one of those things where it's just like with all the controversy that was around him, and that whole Auburn team was good, man. Say what you want, that whole team was fucking. It was, and not just because you're on the show. I'm saying this because as a real football fan, Auburn's football team back, what was that, 2016 when you guys won a national championship?
Yeah. No,
That
wait. What? 2016?
no, it was no, no, no,
Hell
no,
no.
no,
We
no, no,
ain't
no,
win
no,
no.
no.
We was ass
Dude,
back.
it
It
was like
was
2010,
2011.
2011. Are you sure? Because 2012 we played Auburn and we
It
beat
might
them.
have been 2010 or 9. Hold on, I gotta check
Because
that
who
one.
was the quarterback at Auburn when Florida State played him? He was number 14,
Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 years prior to that. So it was 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think that's when Cam Newton won the Heisman in 2009.
No, it was 2010.
2010. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that would have been the next year, and that would have made
Mm-hmm.
sense because you always win the Heisman the year prior, and they had So that makes sense. The 2010 national championship. So in 2010, that whole Auburn team, like I said, it was fucking amazing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They have to go down as one of the best teams ever. Like straight up, defensively and offensively, they were pretty unstoppable. And I don't know why we don't talk about them enough being such a dominant team that year. I mean, they were fucking teams up, like, and it wasn't even close, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And Cam Newton is one of the best college players ever of all time. I think there's a handful of guys that I'll pull in that category. Peter Work from Florida State, not being biased, just go look at the way Peter Work was different. Percy Harvin from Florida, and I'm not being biased because I hate Florida. Tim Tebow from Florida, Cam
Mm-hmm.
Newton, and Ricky Williams. Like those 5 players were fucking different, dog.
We
I
had
mean, that's probably
Cam
my top
Newton
5.
and Cam Newton, Aaron. I think we had Aaron Savage that year. D'Angelo Benton, Zach Etheridge, Michael Dyer. Bro, our team was nice, bro. I missed that team, bro. We had a lot of talent on that team, bro. It was just ridiculous. We had players at running back. Chris Davis was a cornerback for us. He was the guy that had that big play in the Iron Bowl against Alabama. Them in Washington. Oh my God, bro. Our team was so good, man. Our team was just
Cam Newton or Vince Young. Can't Man, that's a hard one. That's a hard one because me and Vic grew up kind of like in the same era watching Vince Young and Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart was a fucking monster too. You can honestly say before some of these other quarterbacks came in, like Johnny Manziel and Joe Burrow, like Matt Leinart was like the best quarterback ever in the history of college football up until those guys came around. I'm gonna have to go Cam Newton, bro. That dude was dominant,
Yeah.
bro. He was dominant.
Yeah. Herschel Walker, greatest player ever in college. I
Uh,
mean,
that's a good
oh,
one. I'll give you that.
Jackson.
That's a good one, bro. But history lesson for you guys: go watch that. I will honestly say this. Yes, I think Tim Tebow's top 5, but
For sure.
I don't think any play. It's 1A and 1B for me right now is Peter Warwick and Percy Harvin. Go watch without
Percy
Percy.
Harvin at top 2. Wow.
No, tie for 1. Him and Peter Warwick and Percy
Wow.
Harvin. Go watch how dominant Percy Harvin was for Florida, bro. They wouldn't have won one national championship without him. That's how good he was. Like there is no national championship for Florida without Percy Harvin. Like you can have Tim Tebow all day, but there's no college football championship without Percy Harvin. Just like I don't think that Florida State won a national championship that they did in the 90s without Peter Warwick. Like
Yeah.
Peter Warwick was different, bro. I don't know if people I know y'all are probably a little bit too young, but for the people that are around my age or like, your dad was able to see them play or whatever, like Peter Warwick was fucking different, bro. He got to the NFL, he started playing for I believe it was Cincinnati. Even Chad Johnson to tell you about that. He was like, yo, Peter was different, bro.
We could just go look back at the tape, right? It's
No,
20.
that's what I'm saying. Go look, yeah, educate yourself. Go look back at the Peter Warwick's tape, man. He was a monster, dog. Him and Percy is 1A and 1B. I can't really crown a champion, but
Mhm.
those two are deserving of being the
Hey,
best
what
of
up,
all time.
Key? Key in the building. Key in the building. That's good. He says, but he enjoyed college a little too much. He could have been the first pick of the draft and could have been a good quarterback. He had focus. He didn't focus on football and not partying. Had
Who's that? Matt Leinart?
No, he's talking about Johnny Manziel, I think, or Liner, probably might be because that was one of the quarterbacks that definitely liked to party a lot. Johnny Manziel. Where does Manziel rank for all-time college players?
Man, he's got as far as college players, that's a good question, Slay. Man, he's definitely top 10. I just don't know if he would crack some people's top 5. But you
Nah,
gotta
he's
think
not top 5.
you but bro, you gotta I mean, the only anomaly with that is he had Mike Evans, but Johnny Manziel was different too, bro. Not only being undersized for the position, he brought swagger to the game that we've never seen in a long time. I mean, say what you want. He was the swaggiest quarterback, bro. He did some shit that nobody's ever seen before. He was winning games in the SEC that he shouldn't have won. And was the first freshman to win a Heisman Trophy, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only other person to do that after was Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
that is crazy. Matt
you know
Line,
what
you
I'm
were talking about
saying?
Liner, Charlie Ward. Yeah, that's a good one. What up, Taj? But I mean, Manziel's at least top 10. But
Top 10, yeah, you got
yeah,
he's top 10 for sure, just the way he transcended the game.
mm-hmm.
And if you don't
they
think so, you need to go back. Y'all need to go back and watch my boy
they
Johnny,
actually
bro.
said they actually said before no, not even before, what Manziel was supposed to be was what Mahomes is right now. That's what they said. I don't
Mm,
understand that, but
Mahomes always had a gun, and he always played in the air raid offense, and that's not
yeah.
necessarily what Texas A&M did with what's his name being there as coach.
Mm. They're
I
just
don't know.
saying play styles. I don't even think they're saying scheme fit. I
Mm.
mean, Mahomes is improviser.
Let me look
Manziel
at
is improviser.
Johnny Manziel's numbers in college again, bro, because they were freaking amazing.
Yeah, he was different on the run, bro. What's up, Jadis? What up, Speedy Eagle?
All
Yeah.
right, so name me a quarterback to match him up against, real quick. That was good in college.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Okay, let's just see how close. Because Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is
Well,
gonna kill
we could
him.
also say Bailey Zappi, even though he played for Western Kentucky. But yeah, we'll use Joe Burrow because he won a national
He's
championship.
okay. He gets. I don't know about him, man. He's yeah, but he did do good in college. But he played in Western Kentucky though. Like he carried that offense, and they're still gonna be good in my opinion. But
Sam Bradford was fucking good, bro.
what's up?
Sam Bradford, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Sam Bradford,
Bradford was good too.
Bradford was fucking good, dog.
Mm-hmm. What's his
Joe
name? Jake Locker.
Jake Locker was good at Washington. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Gardner Minshew.
Joe Burrow's last year, he threw for 5,600 yards, 60 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Let's see the year that Johnny Manziel won the Heisman.
He was a beast in college, Speedy.
I got to look at the rushing stats because that was a big part of it. Rushing stats for Joe Burrow: 368 yards and 5 touchdowns. So he had 368. So let's say he had about 6,000 yards total and 6,000 yards total and 5 touchdowns. Yeah, that's fucking good, bro. Like all around. But let's check out Johnny Manziel before that happened. But LSU was a dominant team too. Johnny Manziel's freshman year, he had 1,400 rushing yards and 3,700 passing. So roughly around almost like 5, I guess you could say 5,000, 5.3, something like, or 5,300 yards. Then he had 26 touchdowns in the air and 21 touchdowns on the ground. So he had 47 touchdowns and won the Heisman that year. 68% completion percentage. What was Joe Burrow's? 76. I don't know. Yep. Joe Burrow deserves to be in the conversation too. But I mean, different times too. Different times. Like to end his career, Johnny Manziel's had 7,800 yards passing and 63 touchdowns and 2,100 on the ground with about another 30. Joe Burrow ended his career with 8,000 yards passing with 78 touchdowns and only 800 on the ground. So let's give him 1,000 right there. So about 9,800 yards.
BLSG. That's what I mean by Charger. Go ahead though.
Yeah, so like 9,800 yards. Joe Burrow played longer for multiple teams, but in 2 years, Johnny Manziel had 9,800 yards as well and 93 touchdowns, bro. I don't know, bro. It's close, but you got to think about the weapon that Johnny Manziel was without all those weapons on that team, bro. RG3's big thing. So I can tell you who had a better career. If you go and look up what's his name that was there before Baylor or thereafter, and they look very stupid by building a statue. RG3 beat Texas that year, and I believe he beat Oklahoma that year, and that was the first time Baylor did that in like it was like years, and that's what he got very high praise for doing. But what's that dude's name that came in after a short-haired guy? Man, I can see his face.
What year?
Right after RG3 left.
At Baylor?
Yeah.
And what
he broke all his records.
Robert Griffin you drafted?
Colt Brennan was a beast, man. He was different too. He just played for Hawaii.
Hey, what up, Drew? What's good, man? How you doing?
It was Bryce Petty.
Oh, I remember, bro. He went to the Jets, right? Yeah, I remember him.
Bryce Petty was better than Robert Griffin III at Baylor, and he never got any love for that shit.
Yeah, that's actually true. Bro, RG3 could have been so good, man. That's him, Bob.
I knew he wasn't going to be good.
Huh?
I knew it. That was when dude, you don't even know. When I said that RG3 is going to have one good year and that was going to be his rookie year, people are like, you don't know what the fuck you were talking about. And that dude was trash ever since. I said Russell Wilson was going to have the better career, bro. That was one of the most famous things I said ever.
But injuries, though. Come on, let's be real. You know,
he injured himself, bro.
Didn't play out because of the injuries. It's like the same thing with Bob Sanders, the safety for Indy. He didn't.
But Bob Sanders was hitting people. The thing with RG3 is he was running around and being reckless like he was in college, and you can't do that shit. So he injured himself. How are we forgetting
Andrew Locker? That's not Andrew Locker, Jake Locker. I already said Jake Locker.
Yeah, Jake Locker. No, Andrew Luck was different too. The only reason he didn't win the Heisman is just because somebody had like when RG3 won, he just had an incredible season over Andrew Luck.
I remember every single quarterback that got drafted that year. Luck, Griffin, Tannehill was the 8th pick, I think. That year.
Tannehill was a quarterback too.
He played receiver too.
I mean, yeah, receiver, not quarterback.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he's a quarterback.
But you had him. You had Wilson. Kirk Cousins actually was in that draft the same year that he got picked. RG Griffin. I mean, not RG Griffin. RG3. But that was a crazy year for quarterbacks. Like there was so many good quarterbacks that came out of that draft and are starting today.
Yo, my dad calls Robert Griffin III dirty braids, bro. This shit is hilarious.
Dirty braids, that's tough, man.
Dirty.
RG3 never knew how to slide. I remember that Seattle game where he broke his ACL. Dude, he had a gun though when he threw it. 20 touchdowns his rookie year. I think it was like 5 to 6.
That man always used to throw like this, bro.
Yeah.
Every play, dog.
Bro, that one play against Minnesota, man. He ran hella fast. What's good odds? But bro, that game against Minnesota, man. RG3 ran for his life, bro. He was running out the pocket. He had that one big touchdown on the legs. Like, bro, he had a gun. He had an arm. And then he could run, like, really good. It's just the injuries, man. Who knows how good that man's career would have played out if the injuries weren't a thing. But it is what it is. People forget Peyton Manning was the Jim Kelly of college football. He could never win the big game. So where did Kelly go to college? Did he go to Stanford?
From the tip of my tongue, man. Jim Kelly.
Am I tripping? Did he go to Stanford? Jim Kelly went to.
I'm gonna say
he went to Houston. I forgot. He went to Houston. He went to the game.
Case Keenum was different too in college, bro. People tend to forget about him, even though he
what school did he go to?
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah. Go look up his numbers at Houston. Hold up. First, let me tell you what Bryce Petty's numbers are. Bryce Petty started really 2 years, had 8,000 yards, 62 touchdowns, 166 quarterback rating. Robert Griffin had 10,000 yards, 78 touchdowns, and 158, and he played 3 years. Tell me who was better, bro. Bryce Petty. Bryce Petty played 2 years and put up those numbers. Now, Case Keenum, bro, check this shit out. Case Keenum at fucking Houston was.
Did he transfer to Miami? Because I remember him being at Houston.
Yeah, Jim Kelly went to University of Miami too. That's what I thought. I thought he was an East Coast guy.
Oh, because I remember him. They said that he went to Houston, but I forgot that he transferred. But yeah, remember that Philly game in 2012? His rookie season where he threw the bomb to Robinson and threw the other bomb and double coverage to Santana Moss. Yeah.
All right, check this out, Slay. I'm about to blow your shit right here, bro. Pause. But
yeah, please.
I'm about to blow your mind right here. The dude played 5 years at Houston. 3 of his years are 5,000 yards or more. 2008, 5,020 yards. 2009, 5,600 yards. 2011, 5,600 yards. Dude had 44 touchdowns those 2 seasons, 48 apiece, and then 48 touchdowns his senior year. Bro, 155 touchdowns, almost 20,000 yards passing, dog.
There's literally no way, bro.
1,000 yards. Yeah, close to 1,000 yards rushing and 23 touchdowns. He might,
bro.
Like people, we need to start talking about Case Keenum. Case Keenum. The only reason that he didn't win the Heisman is because Houston lost games. That's it. That dude was fucking incredible, bro.
Bro, what? Case Keenum did that?
Yeah, I think he still has a record for them. Hold up, bro. Most passing yards in a career in college. I think he is like number 1. Case Keenum. 19,000 yards, bro. That shit is wild.
That's wild, man.
And it's not even close. He's 2,200 yards over the next person. And Timmy Chang that used to play at Hawaii and then underneath him is Landry Jones.
Bro, the college competition must have been ass if Case Keenum did that, bro. What the heck?
Case Keenum was good though, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
Most passing touchdowns in college football history. I think he has to be number one.
hmm Anyways, bro.
Case Keenum is number one, 155. Guess who's number two?
Ooh.
Kellen Moore when he played at Boise State.
Oh, he did go to Boise State. Wow,
Oh, here goes one. Here goes one for the culture right here. Colt Brennan is tied fourth with Baker Mayfield with 131.
bro, I don't think people remember that. College Lamar Jackson was different too with his legs, bro. College Lamar Jackson was wild good, bro. He was hella good. It's just his arm.
Single season passing touchdown leaders. Bailey Zappi's number one with 62. Joe Burrow's at 60, and Colt Brennan was at 58.
What?
Single game
Wow.
leaders tied ninth and second place. Case Keenum is there. And another Houston. Wow, it's 3 Houston quarterbacks on this bitch. Number one single season game touchdown record goes to David Klinger back in 1990. He had 11 touchdowns. Then 2 are tied for second from Houston. David Klingler again, and then Case Keenum with 9. That shit is wild, bro. Geno Smith had 8 with West Virginia.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith? What? No way. Nah, bro, that's weird.
I love Ken Dorsey when he played. I think
Bro,
Ken
Trace
Dorsey didn't.
McSorley though.
Trace McSorley was okay too, but I don't know if he like that's back in me and Vic's time when we probably just started watching football, like started really paying attention to it. Ken Dorsey at Miami, bro, didn't have the numbers, but when that dude played, he was like, and Vic will probably agree with this. When you watch Ken Dorsey play, you were like, holy shit, he's gonna be the next great quarterback. Like he's gonna be like Andrew Luck, or like how we were talking about Andrew Luck. Before Andrew Luck, it was Case Keenum, dog. Like I said, he didn't put up like amazing numbers, but when he played, you were like, oh yeah, that dude's pro ready. Like it is what it is. And then he was ass.
Who?
Ken Dorsey.
Oh, Ken Dorsey, yeah. Throw it on a dime. Like I ain't even. I love that song, bro. Trace McSorley, man. I love Trace McSorley, man.
Where's he at right now?
I don't know.
Trace McSorley. Arizona Cardinals, third stringer.
Dude, he fits that Arizona mold, to be honest. Hey, speaking of Arizona, I got a question for you. Will Kyler Murray be able to lift the Cardinals without DeAndre Hopkins? And
Again, this is another one of those like you would hope so. Just kind of like you're hopeful, Jaguars fans are hopeful for Trevor Lawrence to lift that team a little bit. I mean, as the leader of that team, and I think they're going to let bygones be bygones between him and AJ Green and all those guys. But like, you have to rally your guys, man. You have to rally the troops, and you have to get them to buy in. I don't necessarily think that that Kyler Murray, until he gets that contract, is going to be super happy, and I think his play is going to reflect that because he thinks he's already proven that much, and that's a dangerous situation to be in. But outside of that, bro, I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily Kyler elevating the team, more so the team elevating Kyler and DeAndre Hopkins' absence. He's really going to need it. He's really going to need it, man.
Let's not forget, man, when DeAndre Hopkins is fully healthy, he's a top 3 receiver.
Oh, top 3, that's no question. He's probably top 2.
He's probably 1 when he's fully healthy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. But hey, what was that? Oh, this question right here. Can Matt Ryan take the Colts to a deep run in the playoffs? This is an interesting question.
Absolutely. I'm very high on Matt Ryan being with the Colts this late in his career. Matt Ryan, one thing that he's not going to do is hesitate. I think Matt Ryan's going to throw for more than 4,000 yards this season.
He's done that the last 3 times the last couple.
Well, I mean, as people saying that he's going to regress, I think he's going to regress, but I think that Frank Wright is going to set him up in a position where he's going to be able to thrive as an older quarterback and ask everybody around him to do more and make Matt again make the team lift Matt up, not him lift the team. It's already good to have a veteran presence on that team. Um, but with all the weapons and how young that they are, he's going to be able to rely on Jonathan Taylor, something that he really hasn't had in his career. As far as he's had some 1,000-yard backs in his career. Let me be fair there, but somebody that's like this dude is a transcendent talent. Like Jonathan Taylor's my favorite running back in the league right now, and it's not even close. I think he's the best pure running back in the league. He can do everything. I don't necessarily think that
You're a running back?
huh?
Like, what do you mean? Just straight up, just all rushing, vision, all that.
Receiving, vision, speed, power, moves.
Receiving.
He can do it all, bro.
It's an interesting one because I could say Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb, but they're not like receiving heavy. Yeah, you might be right there. You might be right on that one.
He's great at everything. Like it's not one thing he's bad at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Kamara, but I think Jonathan Taylor doesn't get the ball as much as far as passing, but I think Jonathan Taylor, because I think Alvin Kamara is the same way. Like Alvin Kamara is one of those dudes that is he's one of those dudes that doesn't get enough love either for what he does, and transcending the game from a running and pass catching perspective. Like he's one of my favorite running backs when he's healthy, but he doesn't get as much yardage as what a Jonathan Taylor is going to be able to do with the ball. Like I think Jonathan Taylor's just bigger and faster, more durable. Like Alvin Kamara has injury issues. Jonathan Taylor's not going to have as many injury issues as the Dalvin Cooks and the Alvin Kamaras and the Christian McCaffreys.
And Saquons.
And the Saquons. But I mean, if you're talking about that caliber of running back that can do both at a high level, that's not going to get the passing yardage like that. But Matt Ryan might change that this year. He might make Jonathan Taylor into a 700, 800-yard running back. Who knows? I don't know what the role is going to be, but I would be pressed to try it. Hey, let's try it out and see what happens. Because you ain't catching Jonathan Taylor.
Mo Alley Cox, Michael Pittman, Harris Campbell, Alec Pierce.
Alec
Pierce, they got
there.
weapons, bro.
Yeah,
they got
straight up.
Weapons.
Straight up.
Their offensive line is so good. Danny Pinter, Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith. They still got Eric Fisher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do. And Eric Fisher, first time in his career, and one of the best running backs in the league. Yeah, that is interesting, man. I can't wait to see how he does.
Yep.
But hey, since we're speaking of Matt Ryan, and the Colts, and we'll flip it to the NFC. I got a question for you. And the NFC specifically, who do you think is going to be like the non-quarterback MVP? And I'll start off with the NFC East. For the Eagles. Yeah, Eagles.
For the Eagles?
Yeah, we'll go to every single division in the NFC, but I'm going to just start off.
Are we going to do every single team?
No, yeah, not every single team, just the NFC.
So are we? So are we?
We're
doing...
not going to be literally breaking this down. It's just going to be a name. Just throw a name out there.
From the NFC,
that could be for the Eagles right now. We'll start off with the Eagles. We'll go to the Cowboys, Washington.
Okay. For the Eagles, I think this year it's got to be Jalen
Hurts.
Yeah.
No, non-quarterback.
Oh, non-quarterback. I'm gonna say Dallas Goedert.
Respectable. How about Dallas?
CeeDee Lamb by far.
Lamb, yeah. Washington.
I'm gonna say Carson.
Non-quarterback MVP.
Oh my God, I keep. You know,
Bro, the
my brain.
obvious one is McLaurin. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's Terry McLaurin for sure.
Oh, how could you forget Michael Parsons for Dallas? Heck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about the whole thing, but like, I think Michael Parsons is gonna do as good as he did last year. But if you're talking about somebody that's gonna be like, God damn, that dude was good, I think it's CeeDee Lamb.
New York, the Giants.
Daniel Jones.
This man, bro.
Oh my God, why do I keep doing this? Non-quarterbacks, bro. I'm dumb as shit right now. Hold up.
No, I'm gonna just put this thing up here right now, bro.
Yeah, just keep it up there. Just keep it up there. All right. I'm gonna say Kayvon Thibodeau as a rookie.
What?
Right out the gate.
Non-QB MVP, Dante.
Non-QB. Bro.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
understanding the question. I need to just get quarterbacks out of there. All right. Yeah. For the Giants, I got Kayvon Thibodeau.
Okay. NFC South. We'll start off with Tampa because they won the division last year.
Tampa. I'm gonna go with Mike Evans.
Okay, respectable. I could see it being Vita Vea, but I'm a big fan of Vita Vea.
Yeah, but Vita Vea is not. You know, if we're talking about MVPs, you got to be able to put up the stats too.
Yeah,
And
stats.
Vita Vea just he's just dominant. He just makes everybody better around him too. So yeah, but I got Mike Evans. I think he's gonna
Funny
have a
thing with
season.
Tampa is Shaquille Barrett had one good season. He's fallen off the face.
And Devin Lloyd as well.
Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd was like okay last year
Devin
after the
White.
Super Bowl. Or Devin White.
Yeah. This man hella mixy today.
Bro.
Their O-line, yeah, that could be another one. I need a healthy Sanders to go off this year. Bro, when Sanders is on go mode, bro, that game against Pittsburgh, the game against the Saints, the game against the Ravens, he had a 70-yard touchdown, but he kind of fumbled. He had a knee injury. It only took 2 weeks for him to heal. And JJ Arcega scored that touchdown, bro. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. That was hilarious, man. But Pittsburgh and New Orleans game, yeah, sheesh for sure, bro. That game, man, he definitely proved himself. My next question to you is, since we were not question. We were on the Bucks, so I'm gonna do the Saints.
Chris Olave.
His rookie season? Wow.
His rookie season.
I'm
very high on Chris Olave, man. It's like it's Drake London and Chris Olave. I think but here's the thing. I think Drake London went to the wrong place, and I think Chris Olave went to the right place.
Do you think London's gonna still do good in Atlanta?
I think he's gonna have a very slow start.
Slow, yeah. I have him actually winning offensive rookie of the year his first season.
I think they're gonna rely on knowing Mariota, he's gonna rely a lot on Kyle Pitts.
Mitch asked, are you gonna do live play-by-plays when football starts?
I don't do live play-by-plays at all because I like to enjoy the game and I like to take notes. So that's really not my thing. I mean, I can probably try to attempt it. Like one thing that I didn't do a live play-by-play, but I watched it with if you go back and there's a video of me doing the Senior Bowl. I got a ton of views on that video, but I just went back and I started to evaluate players. I'm like, all right, look out for this player. And then we evaluated them like every series and we looked at what they were doing. Then I would move on to the next guy that stood out. And then when the quarterbacks came up, I really started evaluating them. But yeah, the commentary thing is not really – I can't really keep an audience engaged like that because I'm so focused in like to everything tooth and nail. So that's really not my wheelhouse. But I might do after game thoughts. I mean, I think this is what me and Slay is going to do just to give a little teaser to everybody. Saturday mornings, we're going to try to do a college preview show. I ain't going to get into all the nitty gritty, but just know we're going to probably try to do that. And I think that would be fun. And then, I don't know. There's a bunch of ideas rolling around my head, but the play-by-play thing it's something I don't want to keep on my channel. Like if Slay wants to do that or other people want to do it, they do it on their channels. But it's really not what East Coast Gridiron is about, man.
Bro, I remember that one game I called Alabama Cincy. That was my most viewed like videos, not video stream. And that was my most like in general viewed stream like ever. It's the highest on my channel actually. I remember that game vividly, bro. Bryce Young looked okay. Jamison Williams was just getting rotated around and not really on sauce that much that game. Kobe Bryant played amazing. Yo, what was that? Majay Sanders, he was doing work in that first half. There was a lot of guys that did a lot in that game, man, but Alabama just cooked them because Cincinnati is not known for just like, being against those like bigger schools, like those Power 5 schools or like the SECs of the world. They're just not up in that class right now. They're just an okay team, and there's nothing wrong with that. They just should not have been there. There was a lot of teams better than them, and they were very easy to predict when it came down to the playoffs. I don't know how they got that far, but they did. So, yeah, it was interesting. But Cincy, they had a good season. I mean, you had Ritter went to Atlanta. Majay Sanders, he went to AZ. He went to Arizona. Gardner, Kobe Bryant, one went to the Seattle Seahawks, and the other went to the Jets. Hey, we'll see what happens with their careers, but we were on the NFC South.
Yeah. Panthers,
yeah.
I
feel like this is easy, in my opinion.
I want to go DJ Moore so bad. But
in my opinion,
I'm gonna go Brian Burns.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I think he has a bounce back here. That dude's different.
Thoughts on Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant's gonna be a stud. He went to the right situation. Pete Carroll's gonna develop the guy. He's gonna be amazing. He played better than Sauce last year.
Kobe Bryant is by far was the better cornerback out of the two, and he's gonna show that.
Absolutely.
Kenneth Walker is undersized, man. I'm afraid that kid's gonna get beat up, man.
Shoot, Kenneth Gainwell might get the same treatment too. I know you like Gainwell, but he's a little undersized too.
But at least he hadn't got hurt in the NFL. He already played a season. He's got a lot of tread on the tires. Kenneth Walker doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch Kenny Gainwell play, he was in and out because he did what he needed to do, scored a touchdown, and got the hell off the field, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So
Kenneth Walker didn't necessarily do that.
He's just a change of pace guy, so he's not an RB1 then. He's just a guy like that can, come in, just give you that big play when the RB1 is, tired as hell. That's kind of how Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb feed off of each other. And it's the same thing with Pollard and Zeke. My opinion, Zeke's better. But Pollard is just change of pace, man. I don't know if he's RB1, man. There was a lot of games last year where that man just like he couldn't get in the end zone. There was like 3 times on the same drive, and like they were close to scoring on the end zone. He came in, right, take the workload from Zeke, and he couldn't get the job done. And then when Zeke came in, he scored the touchdown. So I think Pollard sometimes like could be a little overrated, but he's a good player. I'm not taking anything away from him. It's just that I had to do more research on that. Zeke still is better, in my opinion, but that's just me though.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all see what's going on Twitter right now, but I've been challenging people to do like their top 40 quarterback list. That boy Cole's a Cowboy. I finally got him to fess up and do his top 40. That boy is getting roasted on Twitter right now.
This dude had Justin Herbert at 10. Oh my God. Bro. Where did he have Hurts ranked? He had Hurts as he ain't even have Hurts on the list.
Yeah.
He had him at 19. My bad. I was about
to say. It's easy to talk junk, but then you put that on a list out, you start getting that ass whooped by everybody.
Russell Wilson at 5. That's interesting. I think Russell Wilson's still good, man. I
He's
said
at
Lamar
11 on my list.
because of age, probably, but I
I
don't
mean,
know,
he
man.
regressed a little bit last year.
I disagree with that completely. I can't rock with that. Dude, he was injured. He still played good, man. I don't know what y'all want with Russell Wilson, man. He ain't regressed. It's just that when you're injured, you're probably gonna come in the game. You're not gonna look the same here and there. But Russell Wilson did not regress. He didn't put up the same amount of stats he did the years before or prior, but still this was one of his best years. And for an average quarterback, that would be like their best year ever. So I'm sorry, man. I can't put everything on Russ. It's just hard for me to.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I like I said, I look at it a little different, but I think I gotta go see. Yeah, I told him I'd do the graphic for him, and I told him I'd put it out there.
Do you think Sauce Gardner was drafted too high? Probably. I mean, the Jets. No. So this is how I feel about him. He was projected right where the Jets picked him. That's where he was projected to go. So I can't really say he was picked too high. I don't think he's as good as people say he is because he has a lot of deficiencies with his game. But he was supposed to be picked around there. So I'm not going to say he was drafted overly like high and stuff like that. But he got picked where he was supposed to be placed. But hey, we were on the Falcons, right?
Yep.
Falcons. This man typing a whole essay on Twitter.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm texting my wife back.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what, man? A lot of people are not gonna like this, but I have this feeling that him just taking a back seat and bringing a veteran presence, and he's got a lot to prove, is Marcus Mariota.
Bro. Non-QBs.
Oh my god, bro.
This dude, Obi.
I was on a roll. I was on a roll until that happened.
Good, bro.
Man, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is Pitts top 5 to you for tight end?
Yeah, he's in my top 5.
Really? I think, in my opinion, I would take Kittle, Kelsey, Andrews, Darren Waller, TJ Hawkinson, and I would take what's his face? Dallas Goedert all over him. Pause. I would take all of those guys over Kyle Pitts. And this is a Falcons fan. Speaking of which, what's up, Big Fridge? Your Falcons suck. But Pitts, yeah, that's a good one. But we're next conference, or not next conference, but next division. We'll do NFC North for Packers.
Jair Alexander.
That's a really good one. He's the second best cornerback in the league to me. You have him one. Kyle Pitts proved me wrong last year. Yeah, he proved a lot of people wrong.
I don't want to necessarily say he proved me wrong last year, but I thought Matt Ryan was going to regress and you weren't going to be able to see that dude's talent. But
yeah, but
we saw it,
of course. But I mean, I don't know, man. Ryan, to me, it's like when people say Matt Ryan's going to regress, I just get mad at the fact that people say that because he hasn't shown me any regression. Like, he's shown me down signs throughout a couple games here and there, but throughout the season he's putting up the same stats. Not as he did in 2016 when he won the MVP, but he put up the same stats the last 3 years, almost around the same area.
Yeah.
So I can't with the Matt Ryan regression thing until he proves it to me.
I got you.
You said for the Rams? No, not the Packers. You said the Packers, Jair. So the Vikings. I feel like this is easy. Bro, there's no way you're taking this long to answer. It's way too easy, man. Nah.
There's a bunch of good players that you can go in between.
Nah.
I'm gonna say Danielle Hunter.
Over J. Jeff? What? No way.
I'm
No
gonna say
way.
Danielle Hunter this year. Absolutely.
Wow. That's interesting.
He was dominant last year until he got hurt.
I'm not saying he wasn't. It's just that there's a guy named Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's not going to be great every single year. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying he will be, but the dude's put up like wait, how much yards did he have last year? Like 1,300. Like, Jettas is just different, bro. Jet is different, man. He's a top 5 receiver in this league right now, in my opinion. And I wanted the Eagles to take him. He's my second favorite receiver in the NFL behind DJ Moore. So, you know, but we said the Packers, Vikings, Lions.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Interesting. I could see him declining this year. Not like in a huge way, but because of the talent that they added in the receiving game. And they still got Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, Jamal Williams is cool. I like him too. I think he gets I don't think he gets enough love. I don't think DJ Chark is going to be pulled in there as the number 1 guy. He'll be a great supporting
They had DJ Chark. Oh my god. Yeah,
I didn't forget.
I mean, yeah, you were Jags fan, but y'all lost a lot of talent, man.
They just
DJ
let
Chark,
they let Miles Jack go. Like, damn, brother.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Equanimous St. Brown as well.
Equanimous St. Brown.
That's his brother. They're named after like Egyptian culture stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
They have another brother too that's in college right now.
Yeah, Bears.
Just
I see him.
Oh no, quarterbacks. No damn quarterbacks, bro.
My bad. Hold up. Yeah. There it is.
Darnell Mooney.
Mooney, yeah. I was gonna say Cole Kmet. I think he's gonna have a good year.
Cole Kmet's cool too. I just think Darnell Mooney, this is with a new coach and everything, he's gonna really get a chance to shine as the number 1.
What I was gonna say was I seen your Velus Jones video a couple months ago. That's really what like changed my
that video blew up. Like 10K views or something like that. I was like,
the Bears took him in like the 5th round. People that probably didn't know about him. And then once you gave them the outlook of how good he was last year, that probably changed their mind on Velus Jones. Probably.
Wait, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back on my Falcons pick because you just reminded me of something. Cordell Patterson.
Yes, that's a good one.
Cordell Patterson, bro. Yeah, because that's who I compare Velus Jones to. Yeah, I'm gonna take away Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna go Cordell Patterson.
You could say AJ Terrell too, but Terrell's like, he's not gonna get a lot of interceptions, but he's gonna lock the best receiver down. And then we're on the NFC West. We'll start off with the Rams, I guess.
NFC West, the Rams. Cooper Kupp again.
Yeah, he's gonna be he's already a top tier receiver. He's like 2 or 3. I think, in my opinion, Justin Jefferson is more skilled than Cooper Kupp, if you get what I'm trying to say. But I think it could be Kupp. It could still be Donald, but Van Jefferson is hella underrated, bro.
Their 3 receivers are good.
Yeah.
You're talking about a good receiving core, like I mean, everybody knows Allen Robinson too, but yeah, I've always been high on Cooper Kupp. So
Tyler Higbee, they got a lot of talent there. Cam Akers, they lost Sony Michel. That's gonna hurt him a little bit because he was the guy that took a little bit of load from Akers last year in the playoffs. But San Francisco. Come on, dog. It's way too easy. If Kittle stays healthy, it could be him, but we know the obvious answer.
Yeah.
D-E-E-B-O.
I can't go Debo, man.
My God, bro.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm gonna go Nick Bosa.
I mean, I could see that, but Debo was like
Nick Bosa's second half of his year was pretty dominant, man.
Then it's like another thing with the Niners is their running backs get injured a lot, so it's got to be Debo.
I'm telling you, it's that left brain, right brain situation. You either like what you saw, in 1 year,
Mhm.
or you like consistency. I'm a consistency guy. So my brain automatically goes to Nick Bosa.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but Debo is just so like the thing with that is, and I understand what you mean with consistency, but you have to remember before the year he got hurt in 2020, um, the year we beat him, and then you look back at what he did before that, his rookie season, he had 800 yards, and that's just solely as a receiver. So the years that he's like been playing, it's gotten better. It's just the season that he wasn't playing, it's the injury,
He
and it's
was
probably because of his play style.
he's close. Mike McDaniel's not there anymore. He was close to being 50% of that offense last year.
Hmm.
That's not going to happen again this year.
Yeah, it's not. Depends though if
And
they're.
Trey Lance is a different quarterback. Now you're going to Jimmy Garoppolo didn't run.
Mhm.
Trey Lance is going to be able to run. So that percentage of, I mean, you can, I mean, if you're hopeful, you could say Trey Lance, but I'm going Nick Bosa because I think there's going to be a shift in that offense.
Mhm.
You can say Elijah Mitchell. There's a bunch of good talent on that team.
Delo's gonna get away from Mitchell this year though, because there's still other running backs on the team. Remember, they like to do a running back by committee. They don't really have a RB like one. I mean, you could say Mitchell, but they're just not a running back one type of team. They're just RB committee team,
Yeah.
in my opinion. They've always been that way. Where you hiding? Where you hiding? What's good? Where you hiding?
Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Where you hiding, dog?
Right. His intro and Coach Dante is one of the best on YouTube, bro.
Bro, he's got the best name on YouTube. I don't care what
Where
anybody
you
says, bro.
hiding?
I rock with my man's.
Oh
And
my.
his content, bro, he could be sitting there like he did the other day, bro. I watched, bro. That dude was sitting at the bar with his friend, and he was just ranting, bro. And that shit was hilarious, dog. Like, I know you weren't even trying to be funny, but that shit was so funny to me. I
Mhm.
was dying. I'm sitting down there like busting guts laughing, bro.
Yeah. Hey, do you think because Debo will not be willing to be using the running game as much, that will affect what the team will want to do? I mean, he had 1,100 last year as a receiver, so.
Mike McDaniel not being there, and that like they're going to appease to his wishes, and they're not going to want to continuously put that much pressure on one guy because he does have an injury history as well. So I think they take a step back. I think he's still, you know, upside for Debo. Yes, he'll still be effective. Downside of Debo is maybe that was his one good year, or his one breakout year, and he'll never see that ever again. I don't know. I don't have enough wherewithal to say that this dude is going to be like mad excellent like other people.
Mhm. Eagles hate PFF. Hate hat or yeah, I think you meant to say hate PFF.
Eagles hat profile picture. I meant.
Eagles hat profile picture. Ah.
I remember meeting Where You Hide in Slater Stream, and I saw at the Eagles fan profile picture, and I was like, "That's the man. That's the man right there."
Where you hiding? Where you hiding? But I
Or
mean,
that boy said, "Where
dang,
you hiding? Where you hiding? Where you hiding?"
the Cardinals. Next one. I already got my pick. Rondell Moore. That's my guy.
Rondell Moore.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm very high on Rondell Moore, bro.
yeah.
That's the next
Rondell
jersey I'm
Moore,
getting.
bro. This year, especially at the start of the season. Oh my God, bro. He gonna cook this year, bro. Especially for fantasy. I'm taking that guy
What
every
was
week.
that? What was the game? It was like week 6 where he like broke out, and people were like, "Holy shit, we can't catch
The
this dude."
Vikings, I think.
Yeah.
Eagles had like something you were wearing on your head. It's like that's funny, man. But in my opinion, it's gonna be Rondell Moore. I mean, you lost Kirk. DeAndre Hopkins not gonna play at the start of the season, but it's got to be Rondell. I could see it being Connor, but this is one thing people overrate about James Conner. When he got his touchdowns, he was in the red zone. It wasn't because he's just a really good running back, and most of his touchdowns just come off of breakaway touchdowns, like Taylor. And then you look at guys like Nick Chubb. He just was scoring in the red zone. Like I can't really say too much of a running back like that because if that's the case, then most of you look at other running backs. Like I'm trying to think, maybe Zeke. He gets most of his rushing touchdowns in the red zone, but he could still do damage like in the middle of the field, and just take off as just like a complete running back vision and all that. James Conner hasn't proven to me that, so I can't say him. Tyreek Hill will be used like Debo. He's gonna have a monster season. Yeah, Tyreek Hill is gonna do good this year, for sure. Uh, bro, and that's one thing people sleep on with Tua. Tua can throw the ball deep, bro. Bro,
Yeah.
I hate when people say that you can't throw the ball deep in the NFL if you're a quarterback, bro. You wouldn't be in this league if you couldn't, dog. Like, what are they gonna just do? Put you on the field and you can't throw a deep ball? That's tragic, man.
Facts.
Yeah,
Totally
I don't
agree.
understand that. Devin Allen is insane, like third fastest time in history. Yeah, he's good. I like him a lot. But we were on the last team, Seattle.
Mm. Tyler Lockett.
Mine's is Rashad Penny.
That's a good one too.
Tua just doesn't throw the ball deep often.
Yeah, he
Me,
does.
go ahead.
No, he absolutely does. What was I hold on, let me go get my notes on that, bro. Because I did some research on that. That's absolutely false. I think he was like number 3 in the NFL for deep passes. They weren't
Last year?
completed. Mm-hmm.
What? Oh yeah, you were right. You said something about that, and I looked it up. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You got that. You got that. You got that.
Yeah,
But
bro.
like
I
Tua
don't
could.
know what people talk about when
What's
they
up?
say that.
Hmm?
Uh Tua, so my notes say Tua 20 yards downfield or longer, he's been accurate. His deep completion percentage is 52.9, is the second best, again behind Murray. Uh oh, yeah, it's the reverse. However, only 7.3 of his attempts have been deep passes, the third lowest rate in the league. So he has the second highest rate at as um on target percentage as far as deep passes, but he doesn't. Yeah, you're right. You're right where you're hiding. It's the reverse. I was thinking we just took what you said out of context. Yeah. So he doesn't throw it often, but um the deep pass completion where people say, "Oh, you can't throw it accurately downfield and be accurate," is absolutely false. So, yes, I would eat crow on that one. Thank you so much for correcting me, sir.
Hmm.
You are totally right about that.
But people say he can't throw a deep ball. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
What is this source? Oh, yeah, he's trying to prove the Tua thing. Make or break year for Tua. I agree. I completely agree. You may be right about the accuracy though. Yeah, Tua is hella accurate, bro. Oh my god, bro. College, they nicknamed not even nickname him. I called him Tua Darts, bro, because he always just delivered darts at college, bro. He just put the money in the right. No, not even money. He put the ball in the right spots. Put it right in the zip, bro. He just kept throwing it like consistently accurately, bro. It's crazy how accurate he was in college.
Yeah.
That's what's good about having Calvin Ridley. He helped them out a lot. But I mean,
I
we
mean,
covered all the each. Go ahead, my bad.
no, I was gonna say, Vic, I get a lot of my stuff from PFF, regardless if people like them or not. But I mean, they have the stats on there and some of those
Yeah.
in depth things. So I
Hmm.
believe that's where I got it from, and I just compared it to all the quarterbacks.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, like last year, he was one of the most accurate quarterbacks. He had a 67.8 completion percentage when he was in the game. Like he's still accurate as hell.
Yeah. He is accurate. My next question to you is this is the second to last question. Terry
Mhm.
McLaurin signs his extension. How you feel about that, man?
Man, I'm I'm more so happy for him and that he's at peace. You know what I'm saying? All the things that he's been doing. People don't really know the feeling, man. Sometimes, like when let's see, man, they may get the stats right, but they damn sure can't evaluate talent. I mean, they have criteria for everything that they have. I can't really argue that. I mean, a lot of people don't have criteria and they just spit out things. So, I mean,
What
that
happened
website.
to Zach Wilson? The heck?
Zach Wilson apparently slept with his mom's friend or something like that.
What?
Yeah, bro. My man out here living on the edge.
Freaking Normans. I mean Mormons. My bad. I'm playing. No
Yeah.
disrespect to Mormons, bro.
Oh yeah, this destroyed the Mormon community in
I'm just playing, bro. Don't take it serious. It's funny that you have a dude that dislikes Joey Six because of not watching college football. Stop, like, go kick some sad rocks, bro. Just get out the damn chat, bro. Just chill, man.
bro.
Chill, bro.
Do you want me to go off on this dude?
That you go ahead, bro. Just go ahead.
First of all, TH Junior. Well, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Here's the thing for you, bro. Go dick ride for your fucking boy Joey Shakes. Here's the thing. I come in his chat, I correct him. Y'all jump on my nutsack, even though I was being super respectful about it. So fuck you and fuck Joey Shakes for not knowing what the fuck he's talking about. When you start talking about stupid shit like Trick McDuffie is a fucking slot corner and that no cornerbacks come out of Washington when they're known as Washington DBU or DB, DB University. Like, dude, Kevin King, fucking just the list goes on of all the good cornerbacks that come out of school. So stop being a fucking dickhead and stop listening to everything you fucking read. And yes, it is kind of fucking sad that somebody like him doesn't go and watch college football and know anything about these players, but then making a list of shit that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about either. So you look very weird going to go watch somebody and getting everything, all this information on Joey Shakes for his fucking top, his mock drafts for college players, and then he admits on stream, I don't watch college football and no good fucking quarterbacks come out of Washington. I don't watch Washington like that. Then why the fuck are you talking about? Yeah,
Sidney Jones.
why the fuck are you talking about players that you don't absolutely know shit about? So when I go in there and correct them respectfully, and y'all still believe this dumbass motherfucker, that is on you, dog. That ain't on me.
I'm sorry.
That is on you.
Hey, bro, someone kick this bed out, bro, because I'm not. Hold on, I can do that myself. Hold on. Bro, I just can't be having that here, man. If you want to go watch him, go support him. I still watch him. I'm gonna keep it real, but
I still watch all my competition, and he looks dumb as fuck.
Some of his takes are wild and incorrect, bro.
Fucking Oreo mouth looking motherfucker. This dude's absolute trash.
Yeah, someone put a user timeout, bro. Davis Mills is 11th. Yeah, his deep ball is really good, bro. But the fact that Joey Shakes openly admits that he doesn't watch college football and then turns around and does a video about who should be picked for the draft is fucking hilarious. Yeah, that is kind of crazy, man. When you don't do research on a player, you just can't say anything. I think I hit him on this channel. Or someone did. I don't know. Yeah,
just go fucking shake,
shake squad up.
Yeah. Go eat some Oreo cookies and shit like he does. Come on stream without brushing his fucking teeth, bro.
I mean, hey, y'all go watch that dude, but his takes, man, it's kind of crazy.
Fucking weird, bro. And like I said, you're fucking arguing with a goddamn stick to fucking horror movies, bro. I don't know shit about that shit. But one thing you're not gonna do is try to talk about some players that you don't absolutely know nothing about. Like, yeah, you look like a fucking weirdo trusting somebody that openly admitted, oh, I don't watch college football. Then why the fuck are you talking about it, Joey? That's the only question I had for you. And you get some dumbass reason. Oh, it's just my opinion. But you're talking about things that I can pull up facts behind and that people can just go Google search and then look at you like a dumb bitch. Yeah, y'all keep subscribing to that dude, man. Free subscriptions, but everybody can get this smoke at the end of the day. I ain't scared of him.
Remember, I don't got no problems with Joey Shakes. Still my dog, but hey, he kind of was wrong there. He still was wrong there. Joey Shakes likes to watch everybody's shows, and then he gets to cherry pick what he wants to discuss. If he doesn't do that, he just reads comments for 2 hours. I mean, hey, I'm gonna just keep that away from my channel. Hey, it's no drama over here.
This has nothing. Yeah. So for all those that might pick apart this video and send it to him, clip it. I don't give a fuck. Send it to him. I don't give a shit.
Positivity. I got positivity over here.
Yeah. Slay's the positive one. I'm not. I want all the smoke, bro. Because I know these dudes ain't got shit on me, dogs. He can go take a shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to on this channel. One thing you're not gonna do is sit up here and try to challenge me to some shit that I know about, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's had nothing to do with Slay. This has to do with D-Cell from East Coast Gridiron. I want all the smoke. Come on, bro. Come with all the guns, bro. Shoot or shoot.
Hey, what's good, Andre? What's good, Big Fridge? What's good, y'all? What up? What up, Joey? And then what did where your high to say he like Joey? Yeah, I don't got nothing bad to say about him too. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep you honest.
He stays up night and day talking about this team, and on the other hand, but I'm not gonna knock this Panther for disliking. Bro, he doesn't know shit about the own players that he fucking talks about. Talking about you've never seen Jarkowski Tart play a down in his fucking life, and you know how I know? Because half of these stupid motherfuckers on the internet keep pronouncing his name as Jaquiski. They don't watch 49ers football, and they want to act like they're fucking next day experts on the dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. He's a second stringer at best. Oh, he adds depth to our team. No. What Howie Roseman is trying to do is make everybody happy with signing okay players. But the 49ers already came out and said that they didn't want him on his team either, bro. Like, that dude's a fucking fraud. You guys can watch whoever you want to. I can't pick and choose whoever you want to listen to. But listen, you know, he was my inspiration on why I make videos on YouTube. Wow, bro. No comment.
I'm gonna keep it real though. Sometimes the thing with him is like, you know, he has good takes, bad takes, but that's everyone though. Like, you're not gonna hold people.
I mean, it just is what it is, bro. But like, if that dude's your motivation, and he purposely, I don't want to say purposely, but he gets information incorrect all the time, and then attacks a person that's just trying to help and educate him and challenge him, to me, that's not what a grown ass man does. And second of all, that's some coward shit, bro. That's a kick in the face of everybody that has a YouTube channel that doesn't have as many subscribers as him. So fuck that dude. Fuck Philly 500. Fuck Philly Show the podcast. Fuck Lord Brunson. They can all suck a dick, bro.
Chill.
Sorry, bro.
Chill. Hey, bro. If I get monetized, dog, we not having that here no more. But hey, you're good, man. You're good. Just let it all out, bro. This is how it is on a normal basis. But yeah, man, we'll talk about that later. But hey, my last question to you is, I got a double question on this one in the same question. Does Lamar Jackson get paid soon? And I'll ask you another question after that. But what do you think about this?
Does Lamar Jackson get paid soon? Yo, they keep stirring the pot down there. Bro, do you want to see a fucking murder happen between me and these stupid motherfuckers, bro? I don't think you want to see that where you're hiding. You do not want to see that shit happen. I will absolutely destroy them. I will make them fucking irrelevant from their own fucking fan base, bro. Straight up. Straight up, bro. They don't want the smoke, dog. And I speak confidently because I know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I'm not an unbiased fan like most of these dickheads are.
What's good, Philly halftime? What up?
They barking up the wrong fucking tree with me, dog. Don't have them debate me, bro, unless you want me to make them irrelevant. I'll snap them out of this motherfucking planet real quick. Anyways, let's move on to your question. Answer your question. Lamar Jackson, his contract extension. I think it's coming soon, man. I think it's coming real soon. And I think he's been patient with them too, because that's the place that he wants to play at. When you have fun playing in the place that you're at, when you you know, you're coming into practice earlier than what people think. You're not sitting out. You know, I don't, and the things that you see, and I follow the Ravens as well. I follow all those guys, but you know, with like the Ravens social media page of him doing all this stuff with like the children, dude, he embodies Baltimore just like Ray Lewis embodied Baltimore. That's where he wants to be. That shit's coming. You know, I don't know how soon it's going to come, but they're going to pay him. And I'm willing to say right now, Lamar Jackson is going to be like the second or third highest paid quarterback or paid player in the league.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I can one up you on that. Kyler Murray, if he gets paid after Lamar does, which could be a year from now, which I think where Kyler Murray will get paid, I think it will be next year. In my opinion, I think oh my God, Kyler Murray is gonna you know, he's gonna be paid higher than Lamar Jackson. And that's what I was just gonna ask you. Who's gonna get paid more, Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray? I think Lamar's gonna get paid sooner, but because of where the quarterback market and value is, Lamar Jackson's not going to get paid as high as Kyler Murray because the market's going to go up for money in terms of quarterbacks. That's why I see Kyler getting paid more.
Yeah. Yeah, he made another account. Look at this.
Damn, bro.
Talk about them being paid. Terrible, but you're so trash. Tell me what the fuck I'm trash at, first of all. Come in here with a
Thanks,
fucking solid argument,
man.
bro. And talking shit. I talk shit straight in their stream to them, and they didn't have an argument back to what the fuck I was saying because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'll kick all the grass and eat all the grass of what the fuck I want to, bro. Those dudes can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. And I can tell you right now, the team that I got here at ECG, we're gonna fucking wax all these motherfuckers, bro. Not only does our shit look good, and nobody can touch that shit because I already know that. They ain't gonna be able to put out the content that we're about to fucking put out. So they can sit there in their fucking computer chairs all day and talk about the same goddamn team over and over and the fuck over. They can't touch me, bro. They can't touch me. They can't touch Slay. They can't touch Vic. They ain't gonna be able to touch any of us soon, bro. And that's the god honest truth. That's the god honest truth, bro. So keep dick riding for those motherfuckers. Shots fired.
Hey, respectfully, it's a peaceful stream. Don't let what he's saying control the fucking rest of the stream. Hey, hey, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just a peaceful young kid that's just on YouTube.
This ain't got nothing to do with Slay, bro. He's good. The smoke needs to come all to me. All to me. I'll take it all, bro. I'll take it all.
Maybe you shouldn't mention other people when they have nothing to do with this live stream. Yeah. Anyway, though, what we were saying was Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. Yeah, I think Kyler's gonna get paid more because of where the market and the value is. If he plays good this year, which is a big if, because he didn't play good at the end of the season. But one thing I gotta say though, because you said Lamar Jackson has a good embodiment of the Baltimore Ravens, organization and their just city in general. But remember, Deebo Samuel. I just seen this the other day. Deebo Samuel, he turned down this kid's this kid wanted an autograph from Deebo Samuel, and Deebo Samuel turned it down, and he was just right there. But I felt so bad for him, man. Deebo was wrong on that part, bro. Deebo gotta chill, man.
Well, what's funny is like John Lynch is being his daddy right now. He said, "Oh,
Yeah.
you want to be traded? No, you're gonna play for this team, and the only people that are gonna pay you is us." What John Lynch is saying is exactly what and this is why I love my man, yo. He's saying exactly what I've been saying. Prove to me that you could do it more than just 1 year, Deebo. If you can do that, we'll pay you. But we're gonna need more out of you, man. The responsibility is even higher this year for you to do well. Because the NFC West ain't no joke, bro. I've been telling you, I tell everybody the last 10 years, man. The last 10 years, they've been the best division in football.
Absolutely, you're correct.
Try to prove me otherwise, man. The numbers just say it.
And then it's like when you look at that, I mean, to me, it's a smart decision from Deebo because he wants to get paid right now, and so he doesn't have to worry about that later. But if you prove yourself this year, you could get a bigger contract next year. So it's like good, but not good at the same time. He wants an early contract, but you could get paid more next year. So it's like, hey, whatever happens, happens. But I know you're busy, bro. I don't want to hold you on for too long. This has been a stream for almost 2 hours now. I'm gonna end it off right here. Before I go, remember you could find me on the East Coast Gridiron because now I am a part of that family. But where can they find us? Should I word it now?
All right. EC Gridiron on Twitter, ECG_podcast on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, East Coast Gridiron Podcast, and on YouTube, East Coast Gridiron. If you see the landed ECG, the slanted ECG symbol with the circle, that's us, man. We're about to put out some fire stuff here soon. We're gonna be the group of the most knowledgeable guys talking about football on here, and like our other guys that support us, like where you hiding and the rest of these dudes that got content, man. We'll be supporting you guys along the way as well. As whatever you guys need from us, just let us know. I'm always an open book to help you guys out.
Thank you, Nightings. I appreciate it. Great live, great last 20 minutes. Yeah, man. Hey, you can find me on the East Coast Gridiron too. Big Place on YouTube, Twitter, all that jazz. But I got a stream this week again. Remember we did the college stream on Tuesday last week on my channel and Hayden's channel, Cheesy B. So this week it's gonna be on MG's channel, the college show. So tune in for that. MG still hasn't set up the stream yet, but that's gonna be a fun one. I gotta see the college news right now because I've seen a couple things buzzing throughout the college, software and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens there. Hey, appreciate you though, Nightings. And before you go, ECG, I just want to talk to you about some backstage. So
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna end this stream off right here. Y'all have a good one. We out.
Peace
Y'all
out,
stay
man.
safe. Y'all stay blessed. Hold up. Where is the thing? J Jeff, where are you? There it is.